Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Ask Coach Marie. I'm Marie O'Neill, founder of Padma Life Coaching, and your host on this series. This is the place where you ask a question, and I give my unique opinion as a life renewal coach, astrologer, and past life regression facilitator. Please know that I am not a therapist, and I will never tell you what you must do. Each week on Fridays, a new video is released with me answering 2 questions from the viewers. Our first question comes from Padma, who is in Dearborn, Michigan. And Padma writes, I have a deep desire to share my creative work online, but the moment I think about posting, I'm paralyzed by the fear of judgment and criticism. It feels like a very old, deep-seated wound. How can I work through this visibility trauma and feel safe enough to be seen? That's a really good question. And it's one that a lot of people have an issue with. When we are doing something new, of course, there is that question of, are we good enough? Are we knowledgeable? What are people going to think? There's a host of questions that come to our minds when we're doing something new. When you're sharing something online, it's hopefully going out to many people who don't know you, and that can bring up fear also. There's a few things you can do to work through this issue. Number 1, you have to know that you're not going to be able to please everyone. There is always going to be someone who isn't going to like what you say or do, regardless of if it's online or in person. That's number 1. Number 2, you have to also know that whatever it is you want to do or want to share with others online is unique to you. There are people out there who really need the information that you are going to provide. So knowing that you're speaking to at least one person who you may or may not know, who really needs the information or the wealth of knowledge that you have, that is a good thing. Keep that in mind. And also, when you're talking online, because you're not seeing another person or seeing your audience, you want to make sure that you do have one person in mind that you're talking to, because that's going to make it easier for you to share your message. Now, the issue could, of course, be, as you said, deep-seated. And if it is, that means that it could come from a prior life. Maybe there was something that happened that caused you to have this feeling. The other thing that you can do is you can seek out a coach to help you work through the issue, or a psychotherapist or psychologist. You can also talk to your subconscious mind yourself to see what it is protecting you from, because a lot of times this is about protection. I hope this helps you. Please write me or put a comment below to let me know how you're getting on with this. All right. Now, our life renewal topic this week is overcoming the fear of judgment. There are people who have absolutely no fear of judgment at all. I'm not one of those people, or at least I wasn't one of those people. Nobody really wants to be judged, because that is about being rejected. And who wants to deal with being rejected? No one that I know of. When you are going to have to deal with judgment and the possibility of being rejected, you really do need to work on your self-esteem and how you see yourself, how you value yourself, how you value the message that you're putting out. If you're having an issue with your self-esteem, then that is going to affect your ability to withstand judgment. This is something that you have to build the muscle to deal with, because everyone ends up in life at some point go through being rejected, and how we handle it really does affect our life. It affects the quality of our life. As I said to Padma earlier, we all go through rejection. When we're giving information, there's always someone who isn't going to like what you say. And you have to be okay with that. You have to really be strong. The more you are providing the information that you need to provide, or you're doing what you feel is right, you have to just know that that is good enough. When you have the right intention, meaning your intention is honorable with whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you're saying, whatever it is you're delivering, you have to stand on that and allow that to be good enough, because that's how our souls work. That's how the universe works. It's always about the intention behind what it is we do. Learn your skill, whatever it is you're wanting to give to others. Make sure that you're continuing to get education, you're continuing to be creative, and you're continuing to be curious. And just relax and allow people to judge you however it is they're going to judge you. I hope that helps. All right. Now, our final question for today comes from Noah, who is in Boston, Massachusetts. And Noah writes, I suffer from severe imposter syndrome despite my successes. I live with a constant fear that I'll be found out. I'm a fraud. Is this just a confidence issue, or could it be connected to deeper themes in my astrological chart or past experiences? Well, it could be all of the above. And imposter syndrome is also something that is quite common, especially when you are doing something that is brand new. And even if you're not doing something brand new, you could still have imposter syndrome. And that is an issue of self-esteem. Well, it is how you are valuing yourself and feeling as though you don't know enough or you're not qualified to do whatever it is you're doing. Here's something that you can do. Whatever it is that has you feeling as though you're not qualified, listen to somebody else talking about the same topic. Go to someone else's retreats, go to someone else's talks, or read someone else's books just to get a sense of where you are and where they are. I guarantee you, you will find areas of their talks, their retreats that you figure, oh my God, I could do that. And yes, you can. No one else is any better or worse than you. You are just as good as anyone else. Now, mind you, yes, you do have to become qualified. You do have to get your education and all that. But whatever it is you want to do, you have to just keep putting yourself out there. And with the imposter syndrome, as far as your astrological chart, we can certainly look at that to see if there's a certain signature that can show up in the chart. And there are remedies. So if you want to contact me for an astrology reading or coaching session, you're welcome to, or you can also reach out to someone else, another astrologer and coach. Any of us would be happy to assist you. I hope this helps you. All right, we have come to the end of the session for today. If you would like to learn more about the services that I offer, please check out my website, padmalifecoaching.com. If you would like to learn more about how I became a coach and the trauma that I have worked through, please check out my book, And the Lotus Opened, a Memoir. The book can be found wherever online books are sold. If you have a question that you want me to answer, please send it to padmacoach@icloud.com. That's padmacoach@icloud.com. Thank you all for being here, for spending your time with me. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That really does help me with the algorithms. I'll see you back here next week. Bye-bye.